Chapter 49. History of the origin and life determination of the dove. 16th August 1840. Although the dove emerged from the sea in this now familiar way, so it belongs, however, still to the class of the birds of that genus, which can consume food from all three kingdoms of nature, almost like a human being. It can consume grains, grass, worms, insects, and even small stones, in which respect it resembles your domestic chickens. However, the dove itself branches in its genus, like also every other bird type, into several genera. And there is a so-called wood or wild dove, a turtle dove, a laughing dove, a field dove, a domestic pigeon, which latter is still different from the so-called goiter dove or golden dove, pearl dove, and so on. And so there are still many genera of different types of doves in other countries. However, the most noble of all these pigeon genera is the house pigeon, also the common house pigeon named, who is to be recognized easily by its unequally colored plumage, because it should be a main focus for you in general in the animal world. Wherever a tame animal species of the same kind appears to you to be multicolored, there it already stands closest to your nature, because the color already expresses a characteristic of the inner nature. For which reason, therefore, also the white color is to be preferred to all other colors, since it corresponds with the animal world to an almost flawless inner disposition. This is a characteristic according to which you can easily calculate the stage of development of an animal species by this means. Now, the common house pigeon is, as already said, the noblest type of the birds in this type, and is the life epitome of all its pregenera, as also of almost countless types of other, more gentle air inhabitants. And so it is also a receiving vessel of the better life from the plant realm, as well as sometimes even from the mineral realm. Behold, if now a dove dies, the life of all possible species, of birds and land animals, as well as of plants and stones, unites with its principle of life, that is, with its sole spiritual being, and enters as such united spiritual life into man. However, you do not have to believe that only from the dove such a transfer takes place, but there are still 1,000 species of both the air-dwellers and the quadrupeds on earth, through which such transfer take place. And no matter how strange and wonderful this may sound to you, it is nevertheless just so. For there no one knows my ways, not even an angel of heaven, but I alone and the pious believer, to whom I want to communicate it. Whoever believes this, many miracles will be revealed to him. But the unbeliever is neither to be informed nor helped. In vain he looks with his blind eyes into my great workshop of life. I tell you, he will find nothing but excrements of death. For life is spiritual. And there no microscope helps to eavesdrop on this in its sphere of action, but only the eye of the Spirit, which is faith, can look into the depths of the wonders of life there. And believe as much as it was also shown to you by me, and already said, so is this not even the trillionth part of even the life of a mite yet. Therefore think that your Father has still much more hidden in the background, which will be given to you all gradually, more completely and perfectly, the more you have made yourselves more simple-minded, and therefore more capable through true humility, which consists in the most willing obedience. But precisely in this simplicity, it can also rise with its pair of wings above all earthly things, into the light-filled air, and there, in rapid flight, turn its face in all directions, and carry itself through the streams of light, in order to suck there from the eternal fountain of life, always fresh food of life, into itself. Likewise also you, if you have become like a dove in your gentleness and upright simplicity, then your spirit, like this sensory symbol, will reach heights in rapid flight in my kingdom of life, of which no mortal on this earth has not even the slightest inkling. And as often as you look at a dove, remember in your heart this little gospel, and think, when you understand such a thing, that the great kingdom of my grace has come close to you, and that the time has ripened when the fig tree has become juicy and full of shoots. Next, you shall get a glimpse of the special nature of a bird, and see how it flies and how its food is used in it. In this knowledge, you will get to see extraordinary things, and recognize them well in you. But, when I will also have discussed and dissected such things in detail with you, so think thereby that I do not want to teach you to fly naturally, but spiritually. Amen. I, the eternal love and wisdom. Amen.